this video, we're going to share with you the one change that we made that increased our sales by 20% over the weekend.
First, let's pick some weekend orders. Reasonably good weekend with 69 orders paid for so far going out the door. So we've got a lot of packaging due today, so let's get into that picking. First up, we love the Folio Societies, and this particular one sold for $110 free post.
Ooh.
While we're here, we actually sold another bundle of 2 to somebody for $119. We have Post Captain and Desolation Island. We've only got one of those left. Daniel picked up like 5 or 6 of these last week for $7 each, and they're flying out the door.
Gone.
Bundle of VHS tapes. These 6 we put together. There was some sort of 90s nostalgia in there, a bit of Mortal Kombat, Thunderbirds, Astro Boy, and it sold for $45. Just a bread and butter book sale. This Pokemon black and white version sold for $27.95. Some of these strategy guides go for really good money, and then others aren't really worth as much, so definitely do your research on those. Here's something that I literally have zero idea about. So this is something that Daniel picked up. It's a vintage Memco drafting machine. So I'm guessing this is for like people that are creating plans and drafts for buildings and stuff like that. Sold for $189 plus $20 post. So there are so many obscure things out there to learn when it comes to this eBay business. Pretty quick sale on this one. This vintage Billabong Boys shorty wetsuit sold for $49.95.
Shorty.
Pretty cool little cassette. We sold this Kiss Unmasked for $25.
I got it at the markets.
Another bread and butter guidebook, this Halo 3. It is new and sealed, which definitely helps it a little bit. I probably wouldn't pick it up otherwise. One sold for $25. Nice little tarot set, sold for $32 very quickly. We only listed that on Friday. Probably a section of the thrift store that gets overlooked a little bit is tarot.
One of my favorite things to sell. No item specifics.
Folio Society books have been doing awesome for us. This is Scarlet. I don't even know how to say that. Pimpernel sold for $35. Next up down the back here, just this Jazz DVD set we sold for $49. Another item that did not last very long was this vintage local league AFL Guernsey, sold for $69.95. Big lot of Babysitters Club, a lot of 67 sold for $100. These only really sell when you bundle them up in big lots like this, so don't be paying much for them. We got these in like a bulk lot and didn't pay much at all, so very happy to get those out the door.
There's so many. I have a tub at the ready.
Cool little sale. This little bar and alien piece sold for $49.95. My beloved crows. Super cool pair of vintage RMs. They sold for $50. They're like riding pants. They had like the protection around the inside leg.
Oh, lovely.
So $50 on those. Very happy.
I love that I can have 5 different pairs of beige moleskins in here, and now I just have to look for the number. Same
buyer actually bought 8 items in total from us, so we've got to pick these 7 as well. And that came up to $340 plus the $50 that we just picked.
And they all had free shipping on them, so we didn't even have to adjust anything. This bundle is all going out for $390.
Another pair of moleskins down from the new racking system. These ones sold for $59.95.
Oh yeah, look at that tag. Love it.
For a Wizard Harry, set of Harry Potter books sold for $135 plus 15 post. We try and like get complete sets and then chuck them together. The hardcover ones definitely go for more. We've actually picked up a couple first editions that potentially could sell for some really good money, so very happy to sell Harry Potter.
Those Bloomsbury covers, ugh.
Bread and butter Warhammer book, Warhammer 40k The Blood Angels Omnibus, sold for $27.95.
It's not the best Warhammer, but Warhammer has made us so much money.
Next up is an international sale. These R.M. Williams women's Western Archive jeans are going all the way to
Japan. Look at this style. Like, what? What is going on there?
A N64 game, Star Wars Episode 1 Eraser for $25. Should be right here. Skylander going out the door. Wolfgang Sensei went for $25.
Ooh, I like these things. They're going pretty well.
Kathmandu has to be like one of our bread and butter brands, I reckon. This one here sold for $59.95. The Ultica 200s seem to do a little bit better than the base level.
Yeah.
So happy to get that one out there, $59.95. Originally paid $5.
See where it says Ultica, just like on the sleeve there.
Been loving Sony's art books. The fantastic art of Boris Vallejo sold for $49.95.
I love this artist. My mama has like the whole collector's card. I'm a fan.
Another one of those Pokemon strategy guidebooks sold for $49.95. The Heart Gold Soul Silver, a little bit better than the black and white version.
Sounds like a self-help book.
It's a bread and butter PS2 game. It is Ace Combat Distant Thunder, sold for $23.76. A nice little set of TMNT figures sold for $40. There's 15 in there. He's probably the most collectible guy out of that lot.
Ooh, Goldie.
GTA 5 sold for $28.01, and you'll see those awkward numbers there. I'll talk about that in a second, but happy to get this one out the door. Next up is actually an item that I brought from my personal collection that I no longer was using. It was just stored in the cupboard, and it was these two Star Wars Tarzo display pieces from back in the day. They used to sit on the counter at the front of like your chip stores or your canteens. So very happy to get rid of those. We did do them on an auction. One went for 50, which was this one on the, well, our right. And the other one went for 76.69.
So sick.
We're selling through these comic book lots. This one here sold for 30 plus $8.55 postage, and it's fantastic 4 lots. This was also mine from home, and it is literally just the casing for an Pokemon N64, so all the insides have been taken out. That sold for $110. I actually had it on auction and it went for $117, but you know, we all know what auctions are like, and the buyer wanted to cancel, so I just relisted it at $120, got an offer pretty much straight away for $110, so took it.
It's just like an experiment to see what someone will pay, I guess, because yeah, they had no intention of actually paying us for like a month.
Another DVD set, a little bit better price on this one, $27 for the Dustbin Men. It's a BBC show apparently.
Heard it's a bit rubbish.
I literally have no idea why this sold for this, but oh, Captain Feather Sword sold for $42.46.
We got so many $12 offers on this, but no.
A little Michael Jackson t-shirt. It's not vintage or anything, but 2009, still sold for $46. Another one of our favorite brand, RM Williams beige men's work pants, sold for $42.46.
These pants were made for working. Ooh.
Next up, another bread and butter DVD, Return Home starring Frankie J, sold for $29. Sydney Swans football AFL cap sold for $29.71. We have a Nord Redlegs SA NFL supporter scarf. This team always surprises me. They must have like the most dedicated supporters, because pretty much anything we buy in Nord seems to sell, even those ties we had the other week.
Yeah, who wears a tie anymore? But unfortunately they also want to like express shipped the day before the game, which you're not gonna get.
Lego is one that always surprises me, and this one surprised me even more. This set of just like minifigures, there's like a whole bunch of like random ones in there, there's part ones in there, but it sold for $85 really quickly, so happy with that.
What?
Australian Open tennis cap from 2017, newer tags. This one's actually going overseas.
The Australian Open cap is going overseas?
Yeah.
We still have the visor if anyone's looking.
Here's one that we put off listing for quite a while, and we listed it on Friday and it ended up selling for $106.25. Now, it is Burberry, which usually we would love to list very quickly, but it has a lot of like marks and stains and stuff.
Yeah, it needs help, and I put 4 restoration in caps in the title, but it sold so fast, so I guess someone's gonna clean it up, and I wish we hadn't sat on it for 3 years before we listed it.
Here's a brand we didn't know a lot about. Rickshaw Bagworks messenger bag sold for $50, so keep a little eye out for that little logo there. They do some bigger like messenger bags as well, and apparently they're very good quality, so keep your eye out for that brand, Rickshaw Bagworks.
Poppin' colours.
Another tarot card set going out the door. This one's a little bit bigger, going out for $30.
Everyone's doing their readings, figuring out the futures.
Next up, a bit better cassette. This Kiss Alive 2 sold for $50.
2 Kiss cassettes, 1 weekend.
Check out this little cute sale. This little Paddington bear from 1996 sold for $35.
Oh my god.
And another nice DVD sale, Gilbert and Sullivan's 12 of the Greatest Comic Operas sold for $38.21.
Lovely.
Third Game & Watch we sold in the last 2 weeks. We've had 2 of these Donkey Kongs, and this one actually sold for $195. Very good condition. This one we could actually test and everything was working fine, so very happy with that purchase and sale.
I'm getting deja vu.
Very quick sale. This Remington Holiday typewriter sold for $180 plus $20 post. I think we listed that Thursday or Friday, so
yep,
did not take very long. Daniel picked that up last week for $45, so in and out within a week, and we probably made about $100 profit.
So underrated. I love them.
So let's talk about the one change that we made over the weekend that gave us over a 20% increase in sales. we actually sent out a coupon. So this is probably the only thing that we've been missing from our store. It's something that we don't pay a lot of attention to, and we should be, because I created 2 coupons on Sunday morning, and by Sunday night we had generated over $1,000 in extra sales. Through eBay's promotions now, you can now create buyer groups, and I actually sent one to all of our followers that follow our store. We have like 2,200 people that follow the store, and I also sent a discount to people that had bought from us previously. And I think it just gives people that opportunity to buy something they've been watching at a little bit of a discounted price without us having to send them an offer or them having to send us an offer. So one of the items we actually sold was this Beatles set here that we picked up a little while ago. This was actually listed up for over $440, but because we sent out that discount coupon, they actually ended up getting it for $381.65. And I'm pretty happy with that, because we probably would have sent an offer for around that price anyway, but it prompted them to make the sale without us even having to do anything.
Make sure you're utilizing that coupon function, because it saved our weekend. It got us over $1,000 in extra sales, and we didn't even have to send out offers.
We hope you found this video helpful, guys. If you do want some more tips on eBay, we have put out a 5-tip video that helped us get to $100,000 on eBay in the last 90 days. So check that one out.
And we'll see you on the next one.